Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel. Tonight, we're doing something we've talked about for a long time. We are heading into Blackwood Forest, a place with a reputation that, let's just say, precedes it. For centuries, locals have whispered stories about this forest, tales of strange lights, disembodied voices, and shadowy figures that dart between the ancient trees. It's ranked as one of the most haunted locations in the country, and tonight, we're going to find out why. The sun has just set, and the temperature is already dropping. We're at the main trailhead now, and I've got to be honest, the energy here is heavy. It's that kind of quiet that isn't peaceful. It's watchful. We're equipped with our standard gear, full-spectrum cameras, EMF meters, a spirit box, and a thermal imager. Our plan is to walk the old lumber trail, which cuts right through the heart of the forest, to a clearing where most of the reported activity is centered. According to legend, this was the site of ancient rituals, and later, a tragic logging accident in the early 1900s. A lot of history, a lot of pain, all concentrated in one area. We're about 10 minutes into our walk now, and the path is getting narrower. The canopy of leaves is so thick overhead that it's blocking out what little moonlight there is. It's pitch black beyond the beam of my flashlight. I'm going to turn on the EMF meter now just to get a baseline reading. Okay, so far, it's pretty calm. Just the usual low-level fluctuations. The woods are eerily silent. You'd expect to hear crickets, maybe an owl, but there's nothing. It's like all the wildlife knows to stay away from this place after dark. It's an unsettling kind of silence. The air feels static. You know that feeling right before a thunderstorm? It's exactly like that. Let's keep moving deeper. We're about halfway to the clearing now, and things are starting to get weird. Did you guys hear that? It sounded like a twig snapping, but much heavier than any animal I can think of around here. It came from over there, to our left. I'm going to pan the camera that way. I don't see anything on the thermal imager. It's just cold spots, which is strange in itself. Wait, the EMF meter is going off. It's spiking. We're getting readings in the red zone. Something is definitely here with us. Let's try the spirit box. Okay, I'm turning on the spirit box. I'm just going to let it scan through the frequencies for a moment. If there's any spirit or entity here with us tonight, can you please make your presence known? Can you tell us your name? We mean you no harm. We are just here. Your story. The temperature just dropped significantly. I can see my breath. Okay, let's listen. Did you hear that? It sounded like a whisper. Let's ask again. Are you connected to the logging accident that happened here? A yes or no would be helpful. The meter is still going crazy. This is incredible. There's a distinct feeling of being watched from all directions. It's a very heavy, sorrowful energy. We've reached a clearing. This is the spot. You can just feel the history here. The air is thick, and there's a profound sense of sadness. The trees around the clearing are gnarled and twisted, almost like they're frozen in a state of agony. My EMF meter is consistently lit up. It's not just spiking, it's holding steady at a high level, which is something I've rarely seen. I am going to set up a full-spectrum camera on this tripod facing the center of the clearing and just let it run. Let's try to communicate again. Is there anyone here who worked at the old lumber mill? We've heard stories of a tragedy. Can you tell us what happened? The spirit box is spitting out words. I heard leave and danger. It's very clear. This feels different from other investigations. There's a palpable sense of warning in the air. I'm going to switch to the thermal camera for a moment and scan the tree line. The ground is cold, as expected. But wait, look at this. Right there, at the edge of the clearing, there's a shape. It's humanoid, but its registering is colder than the surrounding environment. It's just standing there, partially obscured by a tree. It's not moving. My heart is pounding. This is what we came for. But seeing it is a whole other experience. It's not just a cold spot. It's a defined figure. Okay, the figure on the thermal is gone. It just vanished. It didn't walk away. It was there 1 second and gone the next. The EMF has dropped back down to baseline, and the air doesn't feel as heavy anymore. It's like whatever was here is I've never experienced anything like that. The clarity of the leaf on the spirit box. The distinct cold figure on the thermal camera. This place is not just a story. It's active. I think we've been given a clear warning, and we should probably respect it. We have our evidence. Let's start packing up our gear and heading back. The walk back is going to be intense. We're almost back at the trailhead. The walk back has been quiet. Almost too quiet. No more spikes on the EMF. No more strange noises. It's like we crossed an invisible boundary and left that world behind us. But the feeling of being watched hasn't completely gone away. I keep glancing over my shoulder, half expecting to see that figure at the edge of the woods. What we experienced tonight was profound. Blackwood Forest is definitely one of the most active and genuinely unsettling places I have ever investigated. It's not a place for the curious or the unprepared. There is a deep, residual energy here that demands respect. We made it out. We're back at the car, and I can finally take a deep breath. Looking back at the entrance to that trail, it's hard to believe what we just went through. We're going to spend hours, maybe days, going through all the footage and audio we captured tonight. I'll be posting a follow-up video with a full analysis of the evidence, including the thermal footage of the figure and the spirit box audio, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that. Thank you for joining me on this terrifying journey into Blackwood Forest. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.